Yes, yes, yes. Here we go, people. Here we go. Let's do another beautiful day. Welcome. How are you all doing? Today is day 15 of our daily business AI growth clinic, which is 100% here to serve anybody that wants to have more finance freedom, more time freedom, better health, better wealth, better relationship, whatever it is that you're after, my friend, in life, it requires you taking some sort of an action. We are here to support you through that. It is a gorgeous day here. What day is today? Today is Wednesday, February 5th, and we are here from Florida, and we would love to welcome anybody from all across the 5 different platforms and 12 different accounts who are with us, watching us, as we are here giving you a lot of value, and we are pouring our heart, not telling you anything other than your own dreams and success plans, so that you start taking actions towards them instead of actually just sitting idly by and hoping that something changes, which never will. So here we are, the Business AI Growth Clinic, daily 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is back here with you and for you. If you want to talk to us live, the phone number is above. Text us, get on the link. We'll send you a link. You could just join this call live where we get to answer all of your questions. If you want to figure out how to change your trajectory, how you want to break through, how you want to go from where you are right now to the next level, there is always a blockage that is preventing us from experiencing what we want to experience, right? Because otherwise, if there wasn't, we would already be there. If you already had everything you wanted, you would not be having any dreams, any goals. There is something that stands in between our way from here until there that is always called a blockage. And these blockages, they can easily be overcome if you want to make more money, if you want to bring more free time to yourself and to your family so you could spend more time at your own leisure. If you want to bring health to your life, if you want to bring wealth to your life, there is currently a blockage for all of us that prevents us from breaking through that and going to the next level. What that blockage often is psychological barriers that are preventing us from literally taking the actions necessary that will put us on that path. 20% of success, which is really success, is the eventual realization of a worthy goal. That's what success is. Eventual realization of worthy goals are 20% dependent on strategies and systems, which we can easily find, we could easily give you, so that you need to do what you need to do with them to achieve what you want. However, information is readily available at all times. Is there any shortage of information in the year 2025? Have you ever felt like, well, I wish I knew more about this subject? If you did, and you didn't go to Google until 5 years ago, then I don't know what you were doing. And today, if you did, and you're not going to ChatGPT, or you're not going to Gemini, or you're not going to Claude, Anthropic, if you're not going to these, or even WhatsApp, hell, Meta has put AI inside your WhatsApp right now, which means you could even ask WhatsApp questions. When you go up top, there is a search function. In that search function, you could now use Meta as an AI. You don't even need to go to ChatGPT. So my conversation with you is this. Information today is free. It has never been more free and more available than it is today. Today, we have such access to information, an abundance of information, that nobody can ever again say ignorance is, what is it? Ignorance is a bliss. That's what ignorance is bliss. You know, like people that used to say ignorance is bliss, but ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is a choice today. So which means if you want to figure out the path, to do something with your life today, right now, at this moment, the only thing that stands between you and finding that right knowledge, tool, or information is your psychology. Because you have access to all the information in history of humanity through literally the thumbs of your fingers and your phone. Even if you don't go about it that way, you could 100% have a conversation, full out conversation, just the way we are having it right now with artificial intelligence. You could be talking to Gemini, you could be talking to ChatGPT. What's going on, Game Plus? On YouTube, thank you for watching us. We are seeing some of your comments here because we're on 5-6 different platforms. Actually, let me see: LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. 5 different platforms. We're on 5 different platforms. We're on 12 different channels, and we don't see all of your comments, but thank you if you're with us. The idea of these daily live sessions is so that we would be able to get you to figure out on your own what is it that's holding you from taking the actions necessary, because the strategies, the tools that you need to be able to get to the next level are no longer a secret. You don't even need to go read a book. You don't need to go attend a program. You don't need to go to some school that's Ivy League. Today, at this very moment, you bust out your phone, go to your app store, download Google's Gemini or ChatGPT, go into the conversation, press that talk button, and start having a normal conversation and ask whatever your heart desires, my friend. Now, the thing is, with so much information available to us, the real question is, why are we not experiencing what we want? Why are we not succeeding? Why are we not just ripping through? Why are we not putting the roof on fire? Why are we not bringing the roof down? The reason is because of psychology. That's why we're here for you, and that's why we get paid so much money to go in and help people that wish to break through to the next level with over $500 per hour that we are doing here for you for free. I'm not here charging you. I'm not here trying to sell you our services. This is our way of giving back to the community. There needs to be more people that will give back when they have achieved whatever it is that their goals and dreams are. It was our goal and dream to be able to travel the world post-COVID and create a new business model that would allow us to sustain ourselves while traveling. And we've been so blessed to be able to do that for over 3 years now. Life has never been better for us. The natural step that I need to take personally now is to give back to our community, to our tribe. Every channel that I used to have, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, they used to be about different things. They used to be about things that I don't even care about anymore. They used to be about fun. They used to be about entertainment. They used to be about fail videos. So many different things that I personally do not care about, because I care about your well-being as a human being, just holistically. I want to make sure you're fulfilled. I want to make sure there is less suffering in this beautiful world. And for me to be able to put the money where my mouth is, I have to take action, and here I am showing up for you. If this is not serving you, and if you don't need help and you're doing amazing with your life, I'm so happy for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm so glad that you're able to experience the life that you want. Everything is on your terms. But I know that you know somebody who is not. So then if you think somebody around you owns their own business and they need help so they could free up their own time, and they don't have thousands of dollars to go speak to a consultant for a couple of hours, let them know about this daily event program, the community service that we are doing, the community clinic, where we are dedicating our expertise, time, knowledge, over millions of dollars in investment of education, over 16 years of businesses opening and closing, over hundreds of millions of dollars helping businesses in turnaround. We are here for you and for your family and for your friends. So, without further ado, we get back to the questions that we keep on receiving from your beautiful inboxes that are connecting with our inboxes. And today's question that we want to answer, that can, by the way, be applied to your own business. Don't think this is only unique to Natasha Williams. from luxury weddings in Miami, a wedding planner. It's not only for Natasha the question I'm about to answer. All of these solutions, they will apply to all of the businesses. You just gotta listen to it and be like, I could use that in my own business like this. Yes, you can. That's the entire idea. Okay, you ready for this? So let's go. Natasha Williams, a wedding and event planner from Miami, says, I run a luxury wedding planning business and rely on referrals, but I want to attract high-end clients consistently. Who doesn't want that? I know social media is important, but I don't want to waste time on content that doesn't bring leads. What makes you think social media will not bring you leads? That's a stipulation. That's an assumption that it won't. As a matter of fact, I don't know anything better than social media that will bring you leads in the year 2025. Doesn't mean what you're doing, doesn't mean what business you're in. 2025, there's nothing. Let's put this one more time in coherent sentences that will click, hopefully. There is nothing better than free social media with access to 4 billion people on this planet that will get you people who are excited about what you're offering. The only problem is, you want to hear what the problem is? The problem is you're not communicating directly to people what it is that you're offering and what it is that you're selling. The problem is you're not telling them who and how and what, because you don't even know what your ideal avatar profile is. If you own your own business, you must know your ideal perfect client like you know your sister or your brother. And I mean this. It is critical that you know them so well that they will be able to effectively be in front of you, or not even be in front of you. Their cousin can be in front of you. The way you talk about what it is that you offer is gonna light up in their head a bulb that says, oh my goodness, this person gets me so well, I need to figure out how they can help me do whatever it is that I want to do quicker, more efficiently. And if they're not helping me, I know my cousin, my friend, my neighbor, who is going to be an ideal person, because I know they were talking to me about what it is that they're experiencing when they want to get married, and they have this big burden on their back and they need help with it. The thing is, it is your job as an entrepreneur to be able to identify and clarify who your ideal client is. Once you do that, see, there's something called a brand playbook. And within the brand playbook, there is product playbook. Every brand that is worth their dime and is succeeding 100% has a brand playbook. The brand playbook is what the corporation, the enterprise, use to develop in order for you to have very specific, meticulous knowledge of who your avatar is, who your ideal client is. And once you develop that, then your next step is going to be to make your website and your social media content and your communications and email correspondence, make all of those only based on your brand playbook. Does it make sense? Click it out. Yes. So if you don't have a brand playbook, you're gonna go today, use ChatGPT, say, hello ChatGPT, I want you to help me like a marketing expert so that I could develop my brand playbook. Ask me any questions that you need to know about my company, my offerings, and my clientele so that you could best give me the playbook that I need in order for me to be able to take my business to the next level. See, the thing is, everybody thinks when they make a website, and oh my God, 95, 96% of the websites our clients that we deal with have the same problem. Everybody wants to make a website because you just want to go in there and brag about what I'm so good at and how my company is the best company and how we offer the best services. By the way, I used to do that initially, like 10 years ago. I used to do that personally, even though we were in the world of marketing ourselves and we were doing this to our clients. The problem happens when you are trying to do your own thing, physician heal thyself. The problem becomes you are thinking again, oh, this website is about me, and I'm going to tell the whole world how amazing I am and how I'm so good at what I do, and I could change your life for you. The problem is, the moment you do that, you have immediately lost connection to your customers, because the customers, the ideal avatars, the clients, don't give a rat yet. They don't give a crap what it is that you're good at. They don't honestly even care if you're the best at it. My question is, do you always have anybody watching this? You go to McDonald's ever, grab a food? Do you go to Burger King, grab a burger? So I would think 80% of the population would do that. And the question is, that's why they sell billions of burgers every year. So then the question is, if you do go to McDonald's, do you think McDonald's has the best quality burgers? Do they have the best quality fries? No, they don't. Why do we go to McDonald's and have our hard-earned money spent on a food that we know 100%, as a matter of fact, that it is not the healthiest, it is not the most delicious, it is not the best food or the best bang per buck we could get for our dollar? Do you know why? The reason for that is very simple. It's because McDonald's is not the best, they're the loudest. They're the ones that get the most amount of attention when it comes to burgers. They're the ones who've been more consistent for decades telling people, we are your burger destination. They don't say we are the world's best burger. That is not their claim. They just say on their billboard, come try Big Mac. They're the loudest. You're driving on the highway. You've been working for 10 hours today. You're hungry. Sir, can you please give me my water? I'm so thirsty. I don't know where I put it. Thanks. Yeah, I need some water. When you talk so much, your mouth gets dry even more. So I need to drink. My apologies. Thank you so much. Just a moment. See, the best doesn't get the best. The loudest always gets the best. The best known is who gets the best business, not the best in the business. So important. So the key, Natasha, for you to become the lead magnet for luxury wedding is for you to be best known as the person that anybody should go to. They want to have a luxury wedding. The way you become best known is through putting and demoing and showcasing your work on social media. How do you do it? You have to do it in a way that it appeals to your ideal avatar profile or your ideal clientele. The idea is this, Natasha. If you are trying to appeal to an audience that has a special concern, just by putting beautiful videos of the weddings or pictures of the weddings that you're putting together for your pre-existing audience and clientele, is not going to entice them on social media. Speak to their fears. You have to speak to their concerns. See, the thing is, a person who's wealthy and is doing a luxury wedding, they're not concerned about saving money. So you cannot have your conversations as an event planner, for example, saying, come to me, I'm going to save you money on your wedding. That's not their concern. Their concern is being judged. Their concern is being seen as being enough. Their concern is shining like the king and the queen that they wish and they desire to experience life as, at least for that night, albeit an act to their family and their friends. So then you must speak to that specific need to them. You must tell them that this is what I specialize in. I specialized in making you feel and look like the king and queens that you are. And if you want to feel like that, if you want to go through that journey without having to go through the stress of creating that space for yourself, and if you want somebody to do the A to Z of that so that you just do the least amount of work, because every wedding on an average takes about 200 hours of planning in advance. If you want to go through all of that, I'm here for you. My name is Natasha Williams. I do luxury events and weddings in Miami, and I'm here with a free consultation. Just reach out to me so that you can figure out how I can make your day like all these other kings and queens, about you and not about your stress and your family and friends nagging as they're leaving your event about how crap that was. Okay, this is how you actually target your audience. Every time you make a video of your content, you have to have this message consistently delivered. You have to be the burger message of the McDonald's in the luxury wedding planning business. Consistently show up, consistently deliver on the message that I can get you what it is that your deepest fear is, that you're going to be judged by. I understand you. I've done it. Here are my testimonials. Here is the video of my last wedding that I did. And I am here for a free consultation for you. Reach out to me because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Do you see how that content is now going to change everything and change the game? So now on top of that, and aside from that, you're saying, how do I scale my brand while attracting luxury clients? That is how you scale it. And I also want you to know you have to create affiliate marketing ideas and implement them into your business. Affiliate ideas are always working when you have clientele that is already excited about what you do. So it doesn't matter what business you're in, if you're a photographer, if you're a teacher, if you're a tutor, you teach music, if you sell burgers, affiliate marketing is the best, most efficient way to actually utilize and leverage your pre-existing fan base so that they would go and become your soldiers and bring you more new people to come try your services. How do you do that? You do it if they're luxury. If you're in the luxury event, then you got to do it through schmoozing them. You got to send them gifts and thoughtful messages. And by gift, I don't mean big gifts. I mean you got to send them something that is going to touch their heart. People who are wealthy don't just send them pricey gifts. They want you to understand that. They want to understand that you care about their well-being, that you actually follow up with them, that even after you took their money and you're done with them, they're still on your mind because of how special they were, because of the impression they left upon you. So I want you to start reaching out to your previous clientele and keep in touch with them. This is going to be crucial if you want to be able to scale your business based on affiliation, which is probably the most brilliant way of scaling any business. If you have ideal clients, which you do, you should identify who those are in your business, in your unique business. All you need to do is to start just reaching out to them, talking to them, texting them. Don't email them. Don't call them. Just text them, WhatsApp them, send them messages. We are now helping all of our customers who do talk and work with us to do all of this through custom tailored AI nurture campaigns. We call these nurture campaigns, where the AI on our behalf reaches out and has full-out conversations with our audience on how their experience is. What is life like a year after your wedding? What is good? Do you want to share how your moments are going with me? Because I was so touched by your family and by your beautiful soul. See, by doing this, you're putting yourself back into their radar. And chances are when two people get married, they're of that age, they're in that category, and they're actually well off. They have more friends who are also the same age, and they're around the same age as getting married, or their cousin, and they're well off as well, because wealthy people hang out with more wealthy people. So then what you want to do is you want to just keep on putting yourself in their circle. You could offer them that if you're pregnant and if you're expecting, when they tell you that they are expecting a child, hey, I could do a baby shower for you. I have a team and they're more than happy to do that. And by just putting yourself again in their baby shower, in their immediate vicinity, because they may think that you don't, they may think that you're just a wedding planner, but you are way more than that. Maybe you don't want to get into that yourself. You're going to have your colleagues, you're going to have people you train go and handle the little stuff while you're doing the big weddings on the weekends. The idea is you want proximity is power. Proximity is power. Say this to yourself so many times. And you want to put yourself in the proximity of the powerful people so that they would be able to refer more and more business to you by knowing after their wedding, a month after, 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after. You got to take notes like a pro. When these brides are talking to you, Natasha, you got to take notes. They're telling you when you're doing their wedding for them. They're telling you after our wedding, we're going to go to Greece for our Mykonos for our honeymoon. You got to take note of that. When are they going? And then after they're back, you want to send them a message and say, hey, like, Lauren, I know you guys just went to Mykonos. What a pleasure it was 3 weeks ago. I just want to say I'm still thinking about that beautiful day. I hope you had a great time. How was your honeymoon? Make it personal. Don't make it about the business. Don't ask about business. See how their experience was. By just putting yourself into other people's personal sphere, which, by the way, nothing is more personal than getting into somebody's message inbox. You're consistently telling them, hey, I still care. Hey, I'm still here. Hey, I'm still alive. Because as most people like to move on in their life and just say, that was a thing of the past, they will forget about you. It is your responsibility to keep on putting yourself back into their life so that they could pass on opportunities from their friends and their family and loved ones when the right time comes. Take those bachelorette events, even if they're small and they're not luxury. Take those baby showers. These are called your lead magnets. Because by doing them, now you're breaking into the circle of all these young women and men who are getting married next. When we used to do entertainment, that's how we used to get a lot of business. By just tapping into the group, the bridal team, and telling them, hey, like the bridal team, I have some gift for you. Go make conversations with the bridal team on the day of and get their information. And then after the wedding, send them text messages. Say, hey, like you did such a fantastic job. I just want to say how proud of you I was and how great you delivered for the groom as the groomsman or for the bride as the bridesmaid. It is critical for you to keep touch with everyone so that people don't forget you. Now, can you do that for every wedding that comes up on an ongoing basis? No, you won't be able to do that. That's why you can automate that entire process. There used to be templates and automations which used to be boring and didn't actually work before. Today, with artificial intelligence, that's exactly what we're delivering for our clientele, and it keeps on getting crazier and better to the point that very soon, like right now, even today, we are able to clone your voice and have you speak in any language, do an out call to the bride and groom or to the bridal party and just say, hey, this is Natasha's AI. I wanted to make sure I check in with you to make sure that you're doing great. This is all in the voice of Natasha, by the way. And I wanted to see how I could serve you any further. If there is any other events around, just let me know. It was an absolute pleasure to be in your family and to be trusted with your event and with your team, okay? I hope you got enough value out of this. This can literally, what I told you, once you do the affiliate marketing, once you give them coupons, once you give them links that are special for, you could call them the circle, the circle's referral. You could call them whatever you want. Make it exclusive. And once you do that, then you're going to see how you could literally increase your business by minimum 50% within a year. I guarantee you that. And you're welcome. I hope you use it. Anybody else who's been watching this, I hope you use this idea in your own business too. Because this is not only for Natasha from Miami doing luxury wedding. Every business must and should do this. Okay. So next question we got, and guys, don't forget, if you want to jump on this live call, I always prioritize live conversations over uh, reading the questions, because there's so much more value that's given to everybody also watching if you want to get in live on the conversation. Text us about, we'll send you the link to participate live, okay? Between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. daily Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching the replay of this, the link won't work because we're not going to be live. So, next question comes up from Hassan Malik, franchise owner, and he's got a fast food chain. What fast food chain? You're not telling me. Houston, Texas. Okay, so fast food chain, franchise. Let's see what the question is. I own a franchise location of a well-known fast food chain. Thanks for not telling us what it is. But I want to increase revenue beyond what the corporate model allows. Are there any creative ways to scale my location's revenue within the franchise system? Since I don't know what your corporation allows, I cannot tell you what you can do. I also want to tell you there's always a way for you to do what is necessary for you to grow your business. Most of these corporations, they care about public advertising and regulating that because they want to make sure that the message is being delivered consistently and you're using the branding right, you're not promising things that are not deliverable, and all that kind of stuff. So, without getting into the grunt of things, instead of, for example, creating ad campaigns, again, identify your ideal avatar. Who are your best clients? Start treating them with more love and get them to start bringing you more business. Affiliate. Always create affiliate network marketing connections because they will be able to change your life experience. If you're serving them and they keep on coming back to you, there's a good reason. Just use them to help you to bring more to your business. By the way, if you're in the food business, there's a huge opportunity with catering. So food businesses often don't delve into catering, but if I were you, I would just create some sample dishes, platforms, like plates. I would take them to schools around me. Like take it to the school, put it in the office for the teachers, for the principal's office, and just tell them to try your food sample. Say, listen, I'm a business locally. If you guys ever have events, staff meetings, anything, I'll be more than welcome to support you with your catering needs. See, you got to get creative. Go to the offices around you. Find some major corporations within like your 2-kilometer radius and just take your food samples with you. Drop it for them. Surprise them. Say, hey guys, I'm here. I'm a local business owner. I'm here personally. If you ever want to have meetings, I'll be more than happy to do your catering and we're going to deliver for you. We are just a couple of kilometers away. You don't need to call Uber. You know me face to face. I'm going to look after you and make sure that your staff are all leaving happy. And if your food's good and if they like the quality, believe me, you just leave them a phone number with a card, with a magnet that they leave on their fridge, on their staff fridge. That's what you got to do as well, so you stay relevant, so that they remember you. Now, every time they're about to have a meeting, they're going to say, oh yeah, I remember this. I know a client of mine, I kid you not, listen to this. He brought his business from $360,000 revenue per year to over $1 million in 2 years by just doing the strategy that I told you. By just going, he was catering so much that he had a team just preparing the catering food for all the offices around. And he had separate teams that would just serve the clients that were walking in. If you own your own food business, this is probably hands out the easiest way that you just sample out your food, bring it to the businesses around you, schools and organizations. Bring it to the local fire department. Bring it to the local police station. And tell them every time you come in, I'll give you a 10% discount, 50%, 20% discount. See, the thing is with discounts, I'm really hesitant with food because the margin is always razor thin. But for example, I want to tell you, this is a very true story. I had a client, he acquired a location of a restaurant, of a bar. And this bar, after he took it over, he realized was being overtaken by the local gangs that are not even gangs. These are just homeless people that decide they're gonna come in after hours and just crash the place. And the bar was losing so much business. He knew that. He just didn't know what to do with it initially. This guy was a ruthless business guy. So you know what he did? He said, instead of me trying to fight and kick these people out, he got the place for pennies to the dollar. So the last owner had enough. He didn't know what to do with it. So my client, we had a conversation together, and I said to him, you know, you gotta clean this crap out because, you know, all these people come, they're not presenting themselves properly. They're ruining your operation. Proper people don't want to come when there's like 5 homeless people. They're loud and screaming. So what he did is, you know what he did? He just went to the police station in the neighborhood and he said, you know what? Any of you guys want to have food? Free food at my restaurant. Anytime. Anytime. Night times between the hours of 10 to 2 a.m. when I know you guys are working and you're on your shift, I'm providing the food for the police station. Come by. My treat. Guys, within the first month, that place was cleared out. Cleared out. Why? Because do these homeless people, do these troublemakers want to frequent somewhere where at any moment there are 2 police officers sitting there and having their burger? No. No. Don't go fighting them. Don't go Quentin Tarantino on their ass and grab a shotgun and start shooting them out. Work with your brain and with your resources. Create collaborations. Even security guard hired would not do that job. And how much, by the way, did he invest? Do you want me to tell you? He invested in a month. He would invest about $400, $500 in food expense to feed the police officers. And guess what happened, by the way? As a result of this, they became his best friends. Because you're feeding us for free. Anytime you have a problem, just give us a call. We are there in like a second. And that's exactly what happened. Never again a problem at that bar. So I want you to understand this. There's always a creative way over what you've been presented as the original way. See, the original way, especially in franchises, is just a cookie cutting operation. It doesn't do you any good. The creative ways are what will get you to break through and become the #1 seller in your region. And everybody else will come and ask you, what the hell did you do to triple your sales in 3 years? And then you could tell them, I just asked a question from Bliss and he answered it for me on YouTube for free. I'm not selling you guys anything. Not selling you anything. Just giving back to the community. I hope you're getting some value out of this. And I hope if you don't own the food business, you could use this in your own business in some way, shape, or form. Or if you have a friend that owns their own food business, go and give them that idea. This is how they get to double their business within the first 3 years minimum. All right, Hassan. Good luck with that, brother. So next, we got... I need some more water, please. Let me just drink. Okay. How are you all doing? Don't forget, every day, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are here giving you decades of experience on how you could actually break through to your own next level, not selling you anything, not charging you money. This is my way of giving back to the world for being blessed and being abundantly blessed in every sense. I'm giving back. Please use it for your own advantage and grow with it, okay? Next question we got here is from Rachel Summers. Rachel's an online course creator, and let's see if she's telling us, she does business coaching and she works remotely. I built an online course teaching entrepreneurs how to start their own business. Perfect. I love that. But my sales have plateaued. I'm considering launching a high ticket coaching program or a membership community. Okay, different route. What's the best way to scale from a course based business? Amazing question, Rachel. Let's talk about this because everybody watching this right now, take note of the next sentence I'm about to tell you because that will change your life or the ones of your lifetime, of your family and your community if you're in your own business or you're thinking of getting into one. Everybody thinks if I want to make more money, I got to do something and then it doesn't work. Now I got to stop this and then double down and go somewhere else. Sorry, and I'm going to go somewhere else, not double down. I'm going to leave this, go somewhere else. So I've been selling courses, as Rachel says, the sales have plateaued, which means it was going up. Now it's going like this. Now I need to do something else to make more money. Everybody thinks that. The problem is now you're going to leave this, go put your focus on something new, which is going to have its own challenges. You may start going up after an initial investment, and then you will plateau again. Horrible idea. This way, there's something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Dunning-Kruger effect. These guys were two sociologists, scientists, who studied how humans always go, and when they look at something from the far, they're like, oh yeah, you know what, that real estate job looks really easy. I'm going to actually get the course, get the certification. I'm going to sell one house, and I'll make me $30,000. I make 3 a year and I make 90 grand. It's more than I would ever make working the job. It's not how it works. This is called the allure. The allure of things from afar is so different than how things are. This is called the Dunning-Kruger's initial step. So you get into it, you think I've got this, it's so easy, and then you always have the momentum, the energy. Yes, I've got this. And you get into it. And the moment you're in it, you're like, oh my goodness, holy crap, this is not at all what I thought this was going to be. This is so much harder than I thought. There's so many real estate. There are so many online coaches who are helping with starting a business. What do I do? Oh, this is not working. As a matter of fact, I spent 2 years here, wasted it. I just sold 2 houses in 2 years, and that's begging people and giving them so much kickback that I basically didn't even make money. I would have been way better off if I was just working somewhere as an employee. Well, the thing is, now they leave this and then they get into the next thing. What is the next thing? I don't know. It's either going back to plan A, which is worse than even any other decision, or get into a new idea and now start from scratch. And then there's something called the valley of despair. So right from the peak high of excitement of I got this, nothing can stop me, I do this, and I'm gonna breathe this. Before you get into it, you get to the peak, and then from there it's a woo crash down, and then you get stuck at the valley of despair. That is exactly where the plateau always ends up occurring. So here's the trick. Listen to what's about to come next. The way to get to your first $1 million in any business, it doesn't matter what you're in. If you clean the pool, if you sell food, if you're going to be a teacher, if you're going to be a dance course instructor, the way to get to your first $1 million of sale is through one product, one avatar, and one channel of growth. Let's just repeat that one more time for whoever just joined us. And for the people that just listened to it, I want to say how significant this is. The way to get to your first $1 million is to pick one product or service, one, not 20, not 3, not 200. One product, one service, whatever it is you're good at. Pick one avatar, which means pick a niche. Pick your ideal avatar. Whoever of your clientele in the past has been amazing since you've been doing the online course launches for business startup. Then pick out the best one. That becomes your ideal avatar. And then how were you initially doing your sales and generating it? For normal businesses that are starting right from scratch, you're going to be experimenting with a few different directions. There are basically four main ways that anybody can actually attract customers. There is always the word of mouth, which is the best way. But before you even do that, that becomes a second component. There is the cold call. There is a warm call. There is a content on social media that is free. And then there's also paid ads. So the cold calls for any business are the calls that you just make to people that have no idea who you are. It's the most painful. However, it is the most traditional way of acquiring new business. Calling other businesses, calling other people and saying, hey, I know you need this service or this product. I got it for you. 9 out of 10 times you're going to be shut down. They're going to smash the door in your face. But 1 out of 10, they will listen to you. Most people, because they don't have the thick enough skin to take the no, they don't do that. So then cold call completely goes out of the window. The second one, which is warm call strategy, is the strategy of actually going in your network and asking for referrals, that people who know somebody that you could help. Now that becomes a little bit easier, because instead of calling John and say, hey John, I just found your phone number on Google, I know you're a plumber, you're going to call John and say, hey John, I was talking to Mike yesterday, your cousin, and he told me that you have a plumbing business and you want to grow. Is that right? So he's going to say, yes, that's right. And because you just dropped his cousin's name, he's not going to shut the phone on your face. The best case scenario is you're going to get a time from him. The worst case scenario is going to say, listen, bro, I'm busy right now. Do you mind calling me back in half an hour, or I could call you back? And then you're always going to say, yes, I will call you back in half an hour. I don't need you to call me back. I know you're busy. So that's called warm calling. Warm calling means getting leads, getting introduced to people you've never known through a connection, an intermediary. That's the second path of always bringing extra business and leads to yourself. The third path is the obvious path of paying with advertising dollars. You could pay on, right now, the best ways to actually turn eyes and eyeballs and attention into leads and prospects. The best, cheapest way in the history of humanity is today, because it has never been cheaper to access billions of people through social media than it is today. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Twitter, or X right now, YouTube, Google. Guys, I wanted to share this with you. Just until before 2010, 2009, before Facebook came and started exploding the idea of social media advertising, if you wanted to be heard by 100,000 people, you would have had to spend at least $20,000, $30,000. Today, that cost is reduced probably about $3,000. I want you to understand what just happened. Your cost of acquiring business has dropped by 90% from 2009 until 2025. That's about 15 years. That's craziness. That's madness. And yes, it's not going to work for all the people that just go on Instagram and press the boost my post option. It's not going to work. You're going to waste your money. Don't do that. Stop boosting your post. If you have been getting anything out of your boost, it's a miracle. Be so happy, because that means whatever you're offering, it has such high potential. Your best idea should be to now contact professionals who can help you optimize your ad platforms, and you're going to be able to convert so much higher than whatever it was you were doing already. So that's the third way. Pay for it. Whether it's TV, radio, flyers, posters, Facebook, Instagram, that's the third method. The fourth method is always now. By the way, this is the now way. Before 2000 and maybe 2005, there used to only be one way that you could do number 4. And that used to be go sit in a side of the street where it's such busy traffic and start screaming to people, I'm selling the best burgers in town. I'm selling you would have to catch people's attention from the flow of the walking traffic. You would see a lot of countries, a lot of cities where there is a lot of tourist areas. A lot of people go and start selling like wristbands or like necklaces just on the side of the street. Those people are using the attention and the traffic of the people that are local for free to actually be able to convert that into a sale. Today, you have access to billions of people for free. The Times Square of social media in the digital realm allows you to go scream from the top of your lungs, I do this service or I sell this product for free. These are your 4 ways. Pick one and start banging at it. And then you could always bring in the secondary needs that, by the way, I suggest to every person on this planet, if you're starting up your own business, or if you have a business, or if you know somebody that has a business, get them the book $100 Million Lead by Alex Hormozi. It is probably worth its weight in gold if you actually use its advice and use its points that is trying to communicate across to you. Alex has done already 5 startups. All of them come to over $100 million. And one after another, he's exited. And he maintains some of them. But I tell you this, guys, 5 startups coming to $100 million, it's not possible as an anomaly. It's not an accident. That means he's figured out the formula and he's telling you the formula. He's telling you how you could actually create your $100 million lead plan. So go and get it and help yourself out with, it's an ebook, there's an audio book, there's an ebook, there's an actual book, which I really love. Big ass book that you get to write in. It's beautiful. Or you could even watch his videos on acquisition.com. You see, I'm not selling you anything. I'm not Alex. Even if you go buy the book, it's not for me. It doesn't go to me. But do yourself a favor and do that for yourself, your family, your community, or tell somebody around you that you love. Or better yet, just buy them the book just as a gift. If you care about somebody that you love, just go buy them $100 million lead. He also has another one, $100 million sales. Tells you how to actually sell. Very, very important. So that brings us to 52 minutes, which is probably at the end of the hour for us, but I'm going to go 5 more minutes on this and just answer questions on this. What is the best way to scale the course-based business? The best way, Rachel, for any business is to not get distracted on doing a high-ticket sales all of a sudden or getting into a membership community. You could always offer those as solutions on the side that complement your core offering, but your core offering, if it has been doing you well, you should double down on it. One of the other ways I could share with you that will help you with actually doubling down is by picking a niche. So instead of doing a course teaching entrepreneurs how to start their own business, how about you create a course on whatever it is that you come from? I'm assuming you know this because you have some experience with launching these. What business did you launch? Did you launch an like a tech startup? Did you launch a e-commerce business? Did you launch a coaching business yourself? Whatever it is, niche down in that. And now you get to bring so much more value by charging double what you're doing right now, because it is the same process for the coaching business to be started as it is for any business. However, when you make the language, when you make the verbiage to what is sitting in the subconscious mind of somebody who says, yeah, I want to become a coach, and oh, this is a perfect coaching program startup. It's going to save me so much time, misery, and money wasted if I just do this by offering them a lead magnet, which is so huge, which is just one part of the 9-step parts that they need to go through. Give them the one part for free and tell them, listen, you could figure this out on your own. Here's my lead magnet to you. Here's my gift. If you want me to give you the next 7 or 8 or 9, then you could by all means get into my program where I get to hold your hand, I get to answer your questions, And yes, there is a community on the side. And now because your price has gone up and doubled, you could also offer the community in there for free as a way to support your audience. Okay? I think this is great for today. I really love doing these and answering your questions. Thank you so much for being with us. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope wherever you are, instead of contemplating your choices that you need to make and you know you got to make, just get on the ball, do something, make the mistake. It's okay, but get the ball rolling. If you like, our previous videos are on our YouTube channel. On Instagram, we don't save these, but on YouTube, you can go watch them. On LinkedIn, you could watch them. They're going to be on their AI or buy. AI or buy. That's our tag on YouTube. And yeah, on LinkedIn, if you already have me, then you have me. Thank you so much for your attention. I love you all. Be well. Until tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bless up. Bye-bye.